So this is a Captiva 7 LT. Now, is it worth the extra coin over the LS? Well, it's an all-wheel drive. It's still got the same turbo diesel 2.2 litre engine, which pulls pretty well. This one certainly looks a lot more attractive than what the base model LS does, which is really sells the family bus attitude, the LS. The LT looks a lot more sporty. Got the nice racks on the roof, bigger wheels, sunroof. This one also has a reversing camera, which was one of my main complaints with the LS. So this is definitely a step up. Is it a good car? I think the fuel economy could definitely do with some improvement. The styling itself is actually quite good. It's aged really well, this body style, and that may have something to do more with familiarity than contemporary design. And maybe it's just because I've driven it a few times and I do know what it's capable of. It's funny because when I do normal family duties, which is exactly what this is designed for, it's just an okay car, and I guess when you do mundane things, it makes the tool appear to be mundane. But I'm just near Wild Horse Mountain off the Sunshine Coast, off the Bruce Highway near the Sunshine Coast, and I took the LS here as well just to see how it handled the dirt and nice big sweeping dirt roads like this, and really they handle it very, very well indeed. So, and this one with the all-wheel drive too, you can actually power out of the corners a little bit. It does get a bit of sideways slip, but you can control it. And it's actually quite surprising just how capable something that's designed to pick up the kids from soccer and do all that sort of gear can actually be when you get it on dirt roads. Now, was it enough to convert me to the SUV lover's fold? Not quite. This has still got a few practical misfires in it. It still has the same issue with the center row back seat where the middle seat isn't wide enough. You know, it's things like that. If they perfected them, then I wouldn't be able to find little nitpicky details that I could focus on to say it's not good enough for me. But really, at the end of the day, one of my key functions is having a really good car to drive, something that's connected and that you can adjust easily. Well, not easily. You've really got to focus and stick to it. Now, the wagon that I had before the current vehicle that I have, which is a 2011 model, when I had the 2005 Commodore wagon, an ex-cop one, it certainly wasn't a flash car, but it had an LSD, it had country pack suspension, so it was a little bit sort of sporty off-road, sat a little bit higher than a standard wagon. That was the sort of car that I could steer with my right foot, and you just really can't do that with these because SUVs are trained to run with understeer, and that is not conducive to a fun driving environment. Maybe if they start bringing out a rear-wheel drive based SUV, I'll be a little bit more excited. Maybe something like a Territory rear-wheel drive, which I actually haven't driven a rear-wheel drive one yet. So maybe I should try and get behind the wheel of one of them. Because the practicality of these is undeniable. They're quite good, the luggage area is quite good. But they just need that little bit of extra connection for me before I start thinking that maybe I can buy one of these instead of a wagon. Still, if you're looking for an SUV, have a look at one of these and see if your family fits in it, because I think that's probably the biggest strength of the Captiva and why they still sell fairly well despite being on the market just about longer than anything else that's out there at the moment. And that's because they really are the right size.